Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Back to throw here. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. It probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Richardson on 3rd down. Paul bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Damian Harris taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Richardson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Richardson. And this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Again, it's Harris on second down. 126 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Here's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Mike 7. Yeah, I got you. 11, 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready? Flames hot.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Richardson. It's caught. It's Paul. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Richardson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
12, 11.
From the 27, Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Burrow on play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Richardson throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Richardson on 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. On second down, here's Nwangu. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Richardson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
12, 12, 12.
On second and 11 now. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. It's Porter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run for it with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Richardson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw. Richardson. He finds his man complete. That's Paul. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, Richardson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
We certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Switch on.
They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Ready? Let's go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to run with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3. 12, 12, 12. Back. 25, check 25, check 25. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers,
his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Panthers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Big 13.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go. Mike 13. Mike 13. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. 11 Thomas. Don't let him breathe.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. Ready? Nice up. Hey, switch gears.
Again, it's Harris on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go. Ready?
A give to Harris. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.